Hey, animators, welcome back to HB Toonz Academy. Today, we are taking your animations to the next level by adding simple but powerful camera movement, zoom, pan, and shake, all from your phone. Camera moves help tell the story, guide focus, and create drama and emotion. With just few tricks, you can simulate professional camera movement in your animation. More life, more emotion, and more attention. Today, you will learn how to zoom in and out, pan left and right, check the screen for impact, and combine all these three for action or comedy scenes. In the full course, we cover full cinematic storytelling, camera blocking, transitions, scene planning, and more. You will learn how to make your cartoon feel like a movie. The link is right in the description, and also join our Telegram channel for more updates. So guys, let's get into it real quick. So obviously, before you start your camera movement, you should have already set your scene, set your project. So in this case, no need for creating new project for this tutorial. We already have our project intact. What we need to do right now is to open the project, which is titled Camera Movement Tutorial. Right on it, guys. So basically, we already have our project, and obviously you should have drawn your scene at the full scale and already planned your project before applying your camera movement. So I will be walking us through on how you can apply zoom to your project and also pan across the screen, and as well add shake to your project. Now guys, let's start with zoom. So in zooming your scene, you have to scale in each frame you want to apply zoom into. And how can you do this? You have to make use of this lasso tool, which I'm pointing at. So in every scene you want to zoom in, you have to scale in the frame slightly. So in zooming in your scene now depends on if you are wanting a dramatic scene or a comedy scene. So for a dramatic scene, the zoom is going to be slow, and as for a comedy scene, the zoom have to be fast, as we have it here. So let's go into it as I show you as we have it. Basically what we did from here, from frame 12 down to frame 13, you can see as we have frame 12, what we did is that we took our lasso tool, you highlight like this, then you zoom in slightly. Oh, sorry about that. Let's go on to the background frame. You have to click on the background frame. As you have it, you have a different layer for the character and a different layer for the background. So in zooming in, you have to zoom both the character and the background, or you're zooming based on what you want for your project. Like I said earlier on, slow zoom in for what? For a dramatic scene, and a fast zoom in, I mean, for what? For a comedy scene. So let's go back to our frame. So as we have the frame 13, what we did was that we took the lasso tool, which we have, then we scale it, then you drag as you want it. If you want it fast, you drag it fast. If you want it slow, as you can see clearly, you drag it a bit. So that's it. Then you move on to the next frame as well. Don't forget, we are still on the background layer. You just drag slightly as you want it your scene to be. If you want the zoom to be fast, you pull it out fast. If you want the zoom to be slow, you drag it slightly and slowly, like that till you get to the frame that you want the zoom to stop. So also for the zooming of the character, you have to go to the character layer, click on the character layer. So what you do, let's go back to our frame 12, this are from 12. This is where this zoom started. Yeah, you zoom along with the background as you move it, zoom along as the background move, you zoom along with it. Basically you can actually match both the character and the background for your zooming. But before you do that, you should have ensured that you've perfect your scene already to avoid any issue, or basically you duplicate your frame, your layers, I mean, and start your camera movement. And in case there's issue, you can still go back to your copied layers. But the best application of this camera movement, separate your characters on different layer and separate your background. That is the best thing to do. So what we did is that as we zoom the background, we zoom the character as well and follow, and we have our zoom enter. So that's it for zoom. So let's head on to pan across the screen. So now as for pan, so what we have business with is moving what our background slightly to the left or to the right as you want the direction of your panning to be, as we have basically our character walking across the screen. So this character is from our previous tutorial, animating walk cycle 1 and 2. If you are yet to watch that tutorial, the link is in the description, and learn how to make your character walk in loop and also walk across the screen just like this. So as we have this our character, we want the camera to follow the character as it move from the right to left. Yeah, moving from right to left, we want the camera to follow it as it is. As you can see, the camera is following the character instead of from this frame, as we have this frame from frame 49. If we don't apply, let's go to the characters frame. Yeah, these are our working characters frame. If we don't apply the camera movement, so on the next frame, basically our character is just going to walk out of the screen, which doesn't look doesn't really look appealing to eyes, like to viewers. At times it doesn't look appealing. So what you need to do basically is what you can apply a pan for the camera to follow your character. So how can we achieve this? Same way, you go to your background layer. So as we have our background, you can see our background is already panned, so we don't have our background at full scale. So when you're doing yours, you have your scene at full scale before doing the zoom, panning and shake and so on. So now we have to get our background at full scale for the sake of this tutorial, for clarity. Now we have our background at full scale. Let's go back to our frame, which is frame 51, I think, where the pan started. Yeah, so we have our full scale intact on it now. So what we do is that, having our full scale we've already zoomed. You zoom to mash up which words we're doing, starting from zoom. And now as we have a full scale, what you do is that you shift your background slightly to the left based on the direction you want your camera to switch to focus on. You switch it slightly, you copy, they go on onward, go on frame 52, on frame 53. For timing, we duplicated the frame 53, then you paste it also you switch again, you move it, shift it gently to your right. Since our camera is following our character as it moves towards the left hand side, you copy again, then you go to the next frame 55, you paste like that, then you switch, you shift then you copy as well, you go to the next frame, paste also until you get to the point where you want the panning to stop. So that's it basically. So also if you want your camera to move towards the right hand side, all you need is just keep shifting your background from right to left slightly as you want it, for your scene, and everything as well together with that background must move along with the character. So that is what we did for pan. As you see the character as well is moving, our character is moving along, as second character which is walking is moving. So we have a pan done. This is basically how you can achieve pan your camera following your character moving across the screen. So right now let's move on to the next thing to do, which is shake.
In the full course, I will show you how to use camera cut, transitions, and focus shift to animate scenes like a movie, and also introduce you to certain free tools which we can use to achieve all this, all using just your phone. It's perfect for skits, short, or full storytelling. The link is right in the description.
Before we get on to shake, also we apply zoom here when the third character, which we actually use in our previous video as well for a jump animation. If you are yet to watch and learn how you can make a character jump, which the character will as well perform here, do well to do that. The link is in the description. So now also we apply the camera movement zoom here, a close-up shot on our third character, making it clear that someone peeping on the first character. As you can see, we have a fast zoom here, so same way we did the zoom, same way we apply it here. So that. So now let's get down to camera shake. So before we get down to camera shake, note you had a camera shake to something when it has a big reaction, or when something hits the ground, as you have a character jumping, as it landed, boom, you see the camera shake, which even affected the first character. This give it a big impact. So you can add a camera shake maybe when you have your character to slap another character. So once the slap landed, you give it a camera shake. And when you have your character slam the table, you give it a camera shake. This give your project a cinematic look. So basically what we did for this is that as the character landed, you see, we go down onto the background, go straight to the background. So what you do is that you highlight your background, take your lasso tool, as we use lasso tool is actually a major tool to adopt this camera movement. So what you do is that you bend your background, you bend it like diagonally, as you can see, bend it diagonally like this, and also you go to the other frame, you highlight it, you bend it diagonally, just like giving a multiplication sign. Let me give us a quick illustration of what I'm talking about for the check. So as your character landed or as the action landed, so to give it an impact, take our brush. You take your background from the first frame, you take it, you turn it slightly. Before, your background will be on horizontal line. So now to give the camera shake, you bend the background, the first background diagonally. So you go on the on second frame, you bend it diagonally, just like multiplication sign. So with this, it gives your scene a shaking move. So when you hear someone, the table is shaking, as the shaking came out, you see the screen shake, just like this. It's very simple and straightforward. So as the character landed, you can see the camera shake and affect our character. So this is very simple but powerful camera movement you can actually adopt in a given cinematic look to your scene, to your animation. Zoom, pan, and shake. And once you're done, you click on the three dots and do make a movie. Then you save your project, make a movie. And once you're done, you share your project to the world, and you can tag us HB Toonz Academy.
Boom! You have got your camera rolling and you've got action. Next week, we will create a mini skit with 2 characters. You will apply all this trick into a real animation scene. Subscribe so you don't miss it, and let me know if you use zoom or shake in your latest animation. This is HB Toonz Academy, helping you animate your world one powerful scene at a time. Enjoy!